When I bought CyberGhost, I was genuinely excited to use it, but the more time I spent with it, the more frustrated and annoyed I got. So in this video, I'll tell you what I dislike about CyberGhost, what features might not be as bad, and overall what you should look for in a good VPN. But most importantly of all, I'll share the most shocking thing about CyberGhost, which is what data they actually store about you. Let's start from the beginning. If you search for the best VPN online, you'll come across many lists that feature CyberGhost as one of the best VPN options out there. But if you visit their website, you'll immediately encounter their annoying marketing tactics, which is the first red flag. They have fake best offer timers and push you to spend more money by adding these scary looking pop-ups if you try to select other plans.
Oh no, you don't want to buy this, you'll save more money if you buy the other plan.
They also try to upsell you other programs such as their antivirus or password manager at checkout. Be aware of this, you probably don't want these products. So anyways, I bought the VPN. Maybe it won't be that bad after all. Or so I thought. Even when you buy their program, they still try to upsell you by placing certain features behind the paywall. When you first access your account page, you'll see that 3 out of 5 features are locked and you will need to purchase them to use them. I feel like a lot of companies nowadays do the exact same thing. They get you to buy their basic product and then sell you additional features once you start using it. Game companies have microtransactions absolutely plastered all over their games. Tesla has a software update that allows your car to go faster and have more battery capacity if you pay an additional fee. BMW charges $18 per month to use heated seats in your own car. And CyberGhost upsells you things on the main menu of their product, which is also kind of a microtransaction. Basically, CyberGhost tries everything to get you to use their paid features and additional products, even if you came to buy only one of them. They want you to be completely inside their ecosystem, which is actually not too good for privacy. Never put all of your eggs in one basket. Find the best product for a specific use case and don't buy everything that's offered to you. Okay, what about the VPN itself? App looks alright and has a pretty standard design, but while using CyberGhost, I noticed significant slowdowns in my loading speed. I actually got only a quarter of my original speed while connected to a USA server. This is literally the worst result I got out of all the VPNs I tried. NordVPN, HideMe, WeVPN, and even the free version of Proton VPN all had faster speeds than CyberGhost when connected to the same USA server. When it comes to features, CyberGhost is lacking here as well. They don't offer any additional features such as data leak checker or ad blocker. And I actually really miss the split tunneling feature. Well, you can select which websites use or don't use the VPN connection, but that's just a poor man's version of split tunneling. It doesn't allow you to select which apps use the VPN. By default, the VPN protocol is set to automatic. I believe you should be using WireGuard since it's probably the best option here. And CyberGhost themselves seems to know this because they recommend using WireGuard on their main menu screen. So why not make WireGuard the default? Also, the app is kinda confusing. They have separate button for smart rules, privacy settings, and regular settings. Just put everything in one settings group and that's it. I constantly get confused while searching for some specific setting, and it makes everything more difficult from the usability standpoint. Okay, now the interesting part. CyberGhost clearly says that it does not store or share any user data or logs, but might communicate some data with its parent company, Cape Technologies. Interesting thing is that you can actually request them to send all of the data they have stored about you. So I did exactly that. I filled out a request form and waited for a month to receive my data. And this is what I requested. And actually the whole process was quite difficult because it seemed like they didn't want to communicate with me and didn't respond to my emails. They even asked me to fill out the same form for a second time. But finally I got an email from them. So they did store my email address, subscription reference number, subscription start and end period, and open support tickets. Actually, not a lot. No logs, no bandwidth data, no nothing. But the interesting thing is that the email itself wasn't from CyberGhost. It was from before mentioned Cape Technologies. And I got the email on the very last day of our contract. After I sent my request, they had a month to gather all the data and send it to me. and it seemed like they didn't want to do that. Anyways, now you know what data they actually store and share about you. There's nothing sensitive here, but I don't like that multiple companies are involved here. So after all of that, why would you even consider buying CyberGhost? Well, if you only intend to use it to unlock streaming services or for torrenting, it's actually not a bad option. In fact, they have servers optimized specifically for every platform. And in my experience, these servers actually unlocked geo-restricted content. They also have dedicated servers for torrenting and gaming if you're into that. Price is also not too bad. It's definitely not the highest, but there are providers who can offer cheaper pricing and a better quality product. So that's everything that CyberGhost does well, in my opinion. Not a lot. So how do you know if a VPN provider is good before buying it? First of all, read reviews, and not just any reviews. A lot of review websites are owned by the same companies that own the VPNs. So I wouldn't trust them too much. Read user reviews. Reddit is probably your best resource when looking for unbiased reviews about anything. And just simply have a checklist of what features you want in a VPN. Lots of servers, streaming capability, torrenting, high-level encryption, yada yada yada. You probably have one question now. Why do other reviewers say that CyberGhost is actually a good VPN option? Well, when you use the links provided in the review websites or in YouTube descriptions, it's actually an affiliate link, meaning that if you click the link and purchase the product, the person who made the review will get some money. How much money, you ask? Well, CyberGhost gives up to 100% in commissions, meaning that if you spend $80 on CyberGhost, the person who made the review will get all of your money. And having such big financial incentives, people will definitely abuse the system and promote the product as much as possible. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not even going to include an affiliate link for CyberGhost in the description of this video because I think it's not a good product and you should not buy it. I'll leave some links for actually good VPN providers, and if you want to support me, I appreciate you using these. Check out the reviews for VPNs I actually recommend. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next video.